This first one is kind of separated from the others. It's called Thunderbolt and Lightning. I believe in you, and I know that you are true. And I don't need a ring to love you, although that would be nice. We don't have to talk about the past. That leaf fell far from the trees. And I know that things have changed. I feel the strength. We're moving forward. The season is starting well. But you let the mail return, and sometimes I just don't know what to say. At the end of the day, you will always have my heart. And even though you hurt me over and over again, I will go to that half-empty stadium, and I will cheer for you. San Diego Superchargers. This next one is actually by the Homeboys Crisis Arm. I did some spoken word on their recent EP, and I just felt like it'd be appropriate to include it. This is called Junk. Slowly but surely dying, don't come to me with a heavy heart. I sold my flesh for status, every fold unconscious. All you say are the wrong things. You who make the flames burn with honor and purpose, pride, durable to say the least. Every promise delivered. Can we count on the virility of others? The living have it better than the dead, but that doesn't mean that we should join them. You're so hung up on life. You define your God-centered defiance. The sun will never rise because of the limitations of this machine. Deep valley, heart of roses, I'll starve for you. These accidents are bliss. From here, I'm just going to try to blend everything together, so we'll see how that goes. The figure collapses to the floor in confused disorientation. There on the ground, it thinks, who am I here with? As it gazes around, it does not recognize its own storage room, with all the things it had put around to remind it of itself. A moment passes, and the figure shakes its head, before standing clumsily on shaken limbs. Inside there is a feeling of uneasy fear and dread from always knowing what the problem is. Drives home silent. We should have talked and become closer. The things we can never say to each other, the things we can never do for ourselves, crashing thoughts of can never again. There was a time when our collections were not so different, maybe featuring different items, but rooted in the same traditions. The extent at which we have grown apart had been obfuscated by all that time that had made it so. We're both upset at the directions the other person decided to pursue in this endless absorption, these endless collections. I looked at these things that you had and thought, where are the things that you had learned from me? And with a bit more sadness, I looked at what I had left, and I thought, where are all the things that I had learned from you? Why do things come too late? Window look like never before. Redrawn maps of memories past where you went wrong. How can it have been so long ago? Scream corridor dreams, all tunneled and sent somewhere, secret. Those mistakes will become more than what was meant. You will think back and not forgive yourself. Boxed light just above the board. We never had any fun. Musky nowhere time, cigarettes and no talking. Things we don't need, things that are broken. Caged under the table. We never had any fun. I have a box, a few actually, of things I did, ticket receipts. I don't look inside. I just put more things in until the bottom hits the lid. Someday I think I will crave to look back on all these things I've saved, but right now it hurts. Right now it's worse than days look back on the feelings that are gone. We used to talk a lot more when I was a child. Perhaps it's because now I respond with thoughts not your own, from a place outside home. But now our words are curt, or one-sided rants. Devices and wariness have, at this point, respectfully muted most. shapes in the sky, we put them there. Confusing us in projection stare, we cannot recognize the face that had taken so long for us to put on. Repeated imagery, similar sentiment, pages burned to one single scent, history melt. This is not the first time. Organic congruence, confluence of family trees, traditional ties now forbidden, rupture beneath the stone, where solid hold finds its grip. Forward from the center of the earth comes the faction deeply thought, destroying all that comes before it. On the tribes are left scattered, the pains are left hurting. It's difficult to write about the present, because if you never tell what's really going to be important. In the flash of moments, we're so concerned with the here and now, the way the narrative can be muted. But in retrospect, individual nuance is lost to the singular song, just like our collective reality is forgotten during times of impulse. Bracing fully forward, sneeze of cold ambition, central in the shadows, greater than ever glistens. Brevitude is value, tension in the bedroom, padded but unbouncing, temporary heirloom. Backlit lit, preserved and flashed. Terror and truth, spilled and rotten crashed. Draft circumstance, never knowing release. Trash in the corner where we became neat. Falling away partition, boxed in the back catalog. Damming up the carton, videotape the lightning. I remember this song. We used to play it all the time. When things were so dull. And I'm glad that things have picked up. So we don't have to hear songs anymore. Everybody's shoes have worn out soles. We're finally losing the house, boxing everything up. Where are the cats going to go? All the cabinets we never used, pockets of space that went to waste. We're finally cleaning up the mess, getting rid of all the non-essentials. And I'm so shocked that I can't even cry. I need to get used to being outside. The decrepit scene falling apart, sadness from the time built up. Nowhere is ever going to be home again. This isn't graduation. This is expulsion. I'm forced out like a rat. I'm not sent off with pride. I can never go back. Our own irresponsibility, secret of shame, flickering yellow light fading fast. The tree behind the house was finally chopped down, and my initials are gone. The trail, the balcony, the ledge, the broken bathroom lock, the views that will never leave my head. 30330 Summerside Street, Marietta, 92563. This next thing is just something that I have to say to myself. You have let me down in so many ways, and that only happened because you made me believe in you. You used to be someone I respected, someone I wanted to be around all the time. You used to be someone worth my love. You used to be someone different. But now the only reason I ever think of you is because you are constantly hurting me. I wish that you would leave me alone. It doesn't even just hurt anymore. It really fucking pisses me off to see what you have become. Like you just never cared about anything that I did for you. All the time that I spent trying to help you become what you wanted to be. All the times I warned you about the exact situation that you're in now. I really thought that you were going to win, man, but you are just such a fucking loser. I'm not even sad for you anymore. I'm disappointed at myself for having given you so much time and effort. I wish you would just disappear from my list of obligations, because at this point that's all that you are. Something that I have to deal with, no matter how much I wish I could move in a different direction. But I already know how you are, and no matter how much I make it clear how much pain you cause me, you will never put anyone above yourself. Thank you.
Episode aired Minardi.
Minardi.
Minardi?
Yeah, I think so.